If you still believe that spending a few hours daily at the gym is enough to achieve a muscular and defined body, it's time to rethink that idea. Training is indeed essential, but the truth is, there are some common habits many of us unknowingly practice in our daily lives that might be sabotaging the results, even if you've been hitting the gym for years. That's why in today's video, I'm going to show you 7 of these habits that are literally making your workouts useless and wasting your money. Stay tuned until the end because the last one is the most common and the worst of them all. Let's get started. Number 1, skipping the warm-up. The warm-up is a crucial part of any workout routine because it prepares both your body and mind for the intense physical activity ahead. By skipping the warm-up, your body misses the chance to gradually increase muscle temperature, heart rate, and blood circulation, which can raise the risk of muscle, joint, and tendon injuries. Without a proper warm-up, your muscles and ligaments become less flexible and more prone to being stretched beyond their natural limits. From a performance perspective, skipping the warm-up can reduce the effectiveness of your workout, as cold muscles tend to respond more slowly to stimuli and may not generate the same strength and power as they would after an adequate warm-up. Number 2, working out on an empty stomach. Some people choose to go to the gym on an empty stomach, either believing it might help burn more fat or simply because they didn't have time to eat in their busy day. When you work out hungry, your body lacks the energy needed to sustain the effort you're about to make. Muscles need fuel, especially carbohydrates, to perform at their best. Without this fuel, you start your workout at a disadvantage with low energy levels, meaning your strength and endurance are compromised right from the beginning. Each repetition becomes harder, every set less effective, and in the end, you're unable to give it your all. Additionally, when you're hungry, your body might begin using muscle as an energy source instead of burning fat. This means that instead of building and preserving muscle mass, you could end up losing muscle, undermining all your progress. Without enough energy, your body goes into survival mode, conserving what little it has and failing to recover properly after your workout. Training on an empty stomach also impacts your focus and concentration. With your mind distracted by the lack of energy, it's hard to maintain the motivation and intensity needed for a productive workout. You might start strong, but soon you'll find yourself tired, unfocused, and lacking the drive to continue, ultimately compromising the effectiveness of every exercise. Number 3, overdoing cardio. When you spend too much time on the treadmill, bike, or any other type of cardiovascular exercise, your body can enter a catabolic state, meaning it starts burning muscle instead of fat for energy. This is the opposite of what you want if you're trying to build muscle mass. Additionally, excessive cardio can drain your energy reserves, leaving you too fatigued to tackle strength training with the intensity it requires. Imagine stepping into the weight room already tired, without the drive to lift heavy or push through that final set, the one that really makes the difference. Your body needs balance. Cardio is important for cardiovascular health, burning fat, and improving endurance. But when overdone, it starts competing with your strength training, hindering muscle growth, and making it harder to achieve that strong, defined physique you're aiming for. Think of your body as having a limited amount of energy available each day. If you spend it all on cardio, there's not enough left for strength training, which is essential for muscle growth. Number 4, excessive training volume. Contrary to what it might seem, training more doesn't necessarily mean better results. Many people start adding more and more exercises to their routines, increasing training volume in the belief that this will speed up their progress. However, when you overdo the number of exercises and training volume, your body begins to struggle with excessive stress without enough time to recover. Strength training is inherently a process of breaking down and rebuilding. You wear out your muscles during your workout, and with rest and proper nutrition, they recover and grow stronger. If you don't allow enough recovery time, your muscles can't rebuild properly, and you enter a cycle of overtraining where fatigue accumulates, performance declines, and the gains you're hoping for simply don't happen. Additionally, excessive volume can reduce the intensity of each exercise. When you try to do too many exercises, you end up unable to put the necessary energy into each one, which means the stimulus for muscle growth becomes less effective. In the end, you spend more time in the gym without seeing results that justify the effort, wasting your precious time and money. A real study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology examined the relationship between training volume and muscle gains. Researchers found that individuals who reduced training volume and focused on more intense exercises with additional rest improved their strength and muscle growth. The study showed that by reducing training volume by 30% and emphasizing intensity and recovery, Participants experienced up to an 18% increase in muscle strength compared to those who maintained higher training volumes. These findings make it clear, training more does not mean training better. Number 5, not getting enough rest between sets. Picture yourself at the gym, focused, pouring effort into every repetition, feeling your muscles burn with each movement. You finish your set, and that mental clock starts ticking. 30 seconds, 40 seconds, 1 minute. Then the anxiety kicks in, and you feel the urge to jump back into the weights, thinking that the less time you spend resting, the faster you'll reach your goals. The truth is, when you give your body less than a minute to rest between sets, it might seem like you're pushing hard because you feel that burn in your muscles. However, that burning sensation isn't synonymous with hypertrophy. In reality, what you're doing is overloading the muscle before it's had enough time to recover. This means that in your next set, you won't be able to lift as much weight or complete as many reps as you could if you'd given your muscles more time to recuperate. Proper rest is what allows your muscles to replenish their energy reserves and be ready to take on the next challenge. If you really want to maximize muscle growth, know that waiting 3 to 4 minutes between sets is not only acceptable, but might be exactly what you need. This rest period gives your muscles the chance to recover fully, allowing you to give your all in the next set. This is especially crucial for those who train naturally without the aid of hormones. Natural lifters require more time to recover between sets, since they don't have the extra boost that hormonized athletes get to speed up recovery and protein synthesis. Of course, if you're short on time, it's better to rest briefly than to skip your workout altogether. But remember, better rest means a better workout. Number 6, not tracking your macronutrients. Athletes who truly achieve their goals understand that nutrition is just as important as training itself. They weigh every food item on their plate, not because they're obsessed, but because they know that every gram counts. When you weigh your food, you know exactly how many calories, proteins, carbs, and fats you're consuming. This is crucial because each of these macronutrients plays a specific role in your body. Protein helps with muscle repair and growth. Carbs provide the energy needed for workouts and daily activities, and fats are essential for hormonal function and the absorption of certain vitamins. Without knowing the exact amounts you're eating, you're essentially gambling, unsure if your body is being properly nourished to meet your goals. Now imagine this scenario. You're trying to gain muscle mass, but by not calculating your macronutrients, you end up eating less protein than your body needs. As a result, even with intense training, your muscles don't have the building blocks they need to grow. On the flip side, you're aiming to lose fat but unknowingly consume more carbs and calories than you should, sabotaging your fat-burning efforts. If you're in a caloric surplus and aiming to build muscle, the ideal is to consume between 0.73 and 1.0 grams of protein per pound of body weight per day. For example, if you weigh 70 kilograms, 154 pounds, that's about 112 to 154 grams of protein daily. Keep in mind that 100 grams of chicken contains approximately 25 grams of protein, and a regular-sized egg typically has 6 to 8 grams. As for fats, it's recommended that approximately 20% to 30% of your daily caloric intake come from fats, while the remaining 50% to 60% should come from carbs. The best way to ensure your diet is perfectly tailored to your needs is to consult a nutritionist. A professional can create a personalized meal plan that takes into account your lifestyle, health, and goals. Number 7, not drinking enough water during your workout. As you push yourself during a workout, your body loses water, and if you don't replenish that loss, you're jeopardizing all the progress you could be making. Water isn't just a minor detail, it's an essential fuel for your body's proper functioning during exercise. When you don't hydrate adequately, your performance declines, your muscles don't receive the nutrients they need, and your ability to recover and grow is severely impacted. Water is crucial for maintaining blood volume, which is responsible for transporting oxygen and nutrients to your muscles as you train. Without sufficient hydration, your blood becomes thicker, making it harder to efficiently transport these nutrients. This leads to quicker fatigue, reducing your strength and endurance. Additionally, dehydration can cause muscle cramps and impair coordination, compromising the quality of your reps and consequently the stimulus needed for muscle growth. Imagine the impact. Every set, every rep loses its maximum potential when your body is dehydrated. A real study published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research analyzed the effects of dehydration on athletes during resistance training. The results showed that losing as little as 2% of body weight in water was enough to cause a significant drop in muscle strength, reducing the ability to perform exercises like bench presses and squats by up to 19%. This means that without proper hydration, even if you're giving it your all, your body simply can't perform at its best, and the gains you could achieve are compromised. That's why it's absolutely essential to never forget your water bottle when you train. Which of these 7 mistakes were you making? Drop your number below and let's fix it together. If you found this helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.